Hello and welcome my artsy friend. In today's video we are going to create a sort of a whimsical enchanting fairy tale forest, and all I'm using for these are two type of supplies: acrylic ink and oil pastel. The first thing I did on a paper was to drop some water. In this way I could let my acrylic fly. I'm always amazed by the way acrylics spread on the paper, acrylic ink. So I do love to play with them, and yeah, I'm doing quite a bit of this lately. The color I use in are a bright green, a burnt sienna, and antelope brown, which is probably my favorite color of this set that I own. But I will also add two more color later on. First I let the water do its job and creating some drips so that the water can spread around. But as you see, as I move the color down the paper, they tend to mix, so I'm going with an extra layer of antelope brown and bright green, and then I'm also adding some two pearlescent color, a pink and a blue, to give a touch of light. And the way I move around the paper doesn't have any logic. I just fill the gap and try to create contrast on the page. If you know me, you know I love contrast. And look here, I just love the way the paint flow down with all these different kind of tone and shades of color. Is just so beautiful. And whenever I feel that the color has spread too much, I will then go on top with a different contrasting color. Contrast is something that you always will find in my artwork, because I think it's just let everything pop. And the only thing I did off camera was to let the color dry once I was satisfied. And then I'm taking my poor Rubens Hayia set of oil pastel to start and layer on top. I was curious to see how acrylic ink will mix with other color, and in this case I choose oil pastel as material. I'm sort of designing my line, my middle line, and I'm using a red for the top part and a Payne's gray for the bottom part, and then I'm smudging them, and I will move them around even more as we move along. But at the moment I just wanted to see where my sort of horizon line was placed on my paper, and some of these color are going to be covered up. Here I will use a different gradient of brown from lighter to darker tone, and I will also have some yellow and some more reddish brown. For the biggest area I love to use my finger and get my finger dirty, or using a blending tool where I have small area to cover. And yes, see, here you see me just using one hand, so it was difficult to hold the paper, and the paper will move around, because guys, lately I am painting while wearing my baby most of the time. So yeah, you see sometimes working with one hand only, and honestly I feel like I'm a superwoman to be able to do that. And here it comes the yellow. I was trying to create some more natural shade. And the most beautiful part is when I add the dark brown in, because I start to work with lines that move in a specific way. And honestly, when I saw those three, the only thing that really catch my eyes were the way those lines were, those veins were moving through the tree. And that was what I wanted to represent in this painting. And it's something I'm really trying to work a lot on. And that is movement. I like to be adding movement to my painting. It's not something that I am able to do all the time at this time of my practice, but I want to work on it. And yeah, I will share those with you, but one of my goals for next year is to improve the ability of adding movement to my painting. And all it is now is just a game of moving in a different direction with my color. So all the three trunk of the tree will have a different design. That was very important to me. And then the last thing I will do is to go back to my horizon line, because it looks quite sharp right now, and I wanted to be able to blend it with the background. So I will add a tone of rose oil pastel for the top, and I will blend that in with the red, and a lighter tone of gray, a green gray for the bottom, and blend that in as well. And then with my finger I will just smudge hold the horizon line top to bottom and have the fainted look. And you will not say honestly that there is oil pastel on top of acrylic ink in the background, because all it looks blended in. And I'm super happy that I was able to maintain the beautiful background that is still visible and is still part of the picture. I honestly am in love with this design, and I'm looking forward to frame it and put it somewhere in my flat and be able to see every day. So I let you enjoy the final shot, the reveal, the tape removal, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you are not part of the community. Here I'm making a lot of mixed media pieces, and I love to play with art supply because I'm very curious and experimental, and I bring you along in this journey. Bye, thank you for watching.